Hi guys, welcome on the TJ network. I'm Vynxar and today we're going to play Banished by Shining Rock Software. So in the last episode I was having trouble increasing my population and I've been training a little bit. In fact, I've been just trying to save my city, and doing that I understood how it was working. So I'm going to tell you a little bit how I did to... So I was at, I think at 13, maybe at 12 people, and I'm back to 32, so it's much better. We could just go forward with that. So in fact, the system is working, so if you have an empty house and a kid which is 10 or more, you will just go in the new house, and you just need two, in fact, which is very logical. There is no kin related, so if you just get a woman and a man, it's just going to work. So there is no other betterment, another building which is just related to that. You just need to have an empty house and two people of 10. And I'll learn another thing too. The schoolhouse is working for people which are 10 and more, and it's taking between 7 or 8 years for your people to be considered as learned. So they're working very, very fast, but at the beginning maybe you should not focus on this, because you know you are going to lose 7 years, and when you need people to make your city work, it's probably not the good way to go. So I've been building a lot of buildings which are not necessary for my city, trying to increase my population, which is going to be good because I will need these. And I've been reading a little bit more about the nomads which are going to come to your city, but I need a few more buildings to be able to do that. I think I need the town hall and the markets. Plus I should have needed this one too, the trading post. When you get these three buildings, you should be able to have nomads coming to your city and inhabit the city. So we're not yet ready, but as you can see, my supply of food has just been decreasing because, in fact, this barn, which was full of most of my food, just burned. And as my people were so slow to run with the buckets, it was not that far. My only well was just there, and it was obviously too far. So I made just one here. And I think maybe even here it's too far. I should have a well just next to this thing, because when it's burning, if you are not fast enough to react, it's going to destroy all the thing. And you need to not to put all your food in the same barn, so having barns close to different facilities is good, because it will allow you to not to lose all when and if a fire emerges. And that's a shame, because in my case I had all my food here. So I've just been going from 8,000 food in storage to 0, which was not that good. Hopefully I was having trouble in growth. So we're just going to keep preparing this thing and see what we can do to increase the city. I've been just putting buildings to different places because I intend to build this thing, but not yet. I don't have enough resource. So I've got the town hall, the market, and the and the boarding house, which is in fact some kind of an hotel. Nah, maybe not a hotel, but you can put a lot of people here. This is for homeless people. If you have people which are just not having a house, they are just going to refuge themselves here. So let's check that. I've got firewood, I've got food, I've got tools, I've got clothes. I don't have so much, but it's enough for surviving. So I'm just going to keep going. I think I'm lacking, yes, I'm lacking iron. And I've got 3 people which are just walking, but my tool facility is going to stop when they reach 150, so it should be good. The quarry is still working, because I will need a lot of stones to build the town hall. 124. That's a lot. Farming at this time. And I realized that all the orchard and farm stuff is not a very good thing to do at the beginning. You're much better with hunter and gatherer and fisherman, because these are just giving you food all the year. And if you compare to farming, it's not as good. The herding stuff though is good. It's taking a while to cook off, but when you've got a good pasture which is just working, you just need one man to take care of it, and it's giving you, alright, a lot of food. Not in the last season, but I think I've been just having trouble. But it's not so bad for one people. Just 400. It's not a good. It's not a big investment. It's giving you a lot. I'll need to repair the tavern too. I need a few iron to do that. Alright, let's go a little bit faster. So now what is my plan, in fact? I'm going to keep to build these 3 battlements which are going to complete my circle around, because I've been just doing all the building except these 3. Oh, we've got deaths around, so I lost 2 people of old age, and there's another thing you can do if you want to manage a little better your house. If you want to remove somebody from a house, you just ask for demolition. They're going to get out, and then you just cancel the thing. And depending on how well you do that, if there is another home, or maybe if you have other people ready, maybe they will just get in the house before the other one. Oh, new child. So for now I've got 2 students, which are just where? Yeah, I've got 1 here, and another here. See, this one is 14. He will be released from his learning ship, from his class, at 17 or 18, and begin to work. So it will be faster, but so now my aim is to grow slowly my population. That I think I've got enough supply maybe to put another house up, but I'd like to increase my stone house. I've got 2 wood house I would like to change, but I'm just going to make another one here. 40 stone. I can do this one. Let's go. It's running a lot in this game. Let's see. I think my herbalist is not built it, because I've been just selling. I had the herbalist and gatherer which were just here, I think, and it was too close to the city. It's not working as well if you are not surrounded by wood. So I just made a pack here with my forester, hunter cabins, herbalist, and gather up. But that's not that good because there is a mountain here. I should just put this thing just around here, removing all the rocks and iron to make it easier. But for now I'm just going to keep it that way. It's working well. I think I've got something like, well, yeah, 700 plus 20 leather and some logs each cycle, so it's pretty good. And I think the gatherer hut is very good too. You see, you've got something like 800 and something like that. It's not that bad. The walnuts are just 400 and the apple 1000. The people are working well, but there is only one farm on this one. So it's a good deal. The people are just doing well. For now I don't have any enough people to just man the hospital, the church, the jailer. I need to switch. Oh, strange, there is some kind of light here. Why is that? It looks like a swamp a little bit. See, it's... I don't know. Maybe there is some kind of sickness. Anything? Maybe it's rotting. I don't know. Well, it's summer, so it's too early to do that. To do the harvest and stuff. I don't know. So there is something strange. So, 2 farmer, 1 earthman, 2 gatherers, 3 fishermen. I did not check the fishermen. How much do they gather? Almost 600. It's good. Alright. So woodcutter is limited to 500, so I can just make a reserve of logs, because I will need these to build anything, in fact. And to smelt iron. I will need a second mine to gather coal, but I don't have enough people for now. Even if it's increasing, it's still not good enough. My cemetery is big enough here for now, but there's plenty of gems. I like the way it's very different from each other. It's giving some personality to the cemetery. So, which one is the most predictive one? Alright. So there is plenty of different goods. I like the fact that there is so many. You just look at the inventory, and there is much more space, so I just don't know most, I believe. But there is a lot. I'd like to get some sheep to be able to make some wool coat. It would be useful for winter. I've got 4 students, so I will soon have 4 new worker. But I think there are 15. Where are they? 16. This one is almost there. Plus 11. This one has some time to go. And who are the other one? I think there's one more. Oh, here it is. 10. So I've got 2 which are going to be ready soon, but not so much. I'll need to. And the fact that your youngest people, the one which has just reached 10, go to the school, just make them having kids later. So if you are just in dire need of population, you should wait for the schoolhouse. You can just establish it and not use a teacher, but you should wait, I think. You can just resume this training when you get more people. Because 8 years is quite a lot when you're in trouble. I hope I'm not going to have another catastrophe, because my barn burning was not very nice. I should just have a 3rd barn to maybe store the fish here. I should do that, so I would just be safe. We have the room here. Storage barn. I don't know, it's not fitting here. And if I rotate this thing and put it there? No, that's strange. Or maybe I could just do that this way. Yeah, not be so bad. I could complete the road too. Let's do that. I'm going to do that and that. We'll just do that too, so we can access this from here. And I will definitely need a well, very very close to the barn. And it's going to cost me 40 stones, which is not fun. I'm going to reserve the space, but I'm not going to build it yet. Like that. Alright, and pause. There we go. I will be much safer with 3 barns. Maybe it will be a little bit more complicated for people to get the food, but it's better than just not having food. My city is just a little bit messy. I would not have built it like that if I had thought a little bit more, because it's just, there is no order. It's chaos. In fact, I think I like chaos, but it's not the way I would build a town. If I had planned this thing before, just building like man. I'm going to make a few more roads. It's not costing much except from manpower. Alright. I'll need to put some more stone roads around, but as my stone is going so slowly, I think I got something like... Oh, 41. It's not that bad. And there's a lot of iron around, but nobody's gathering it, I believe. How much do I have? Why is it all around this? Maybe I need a few more laborers to move this thing, because... Oh, he's bringing these. Oh, here are. So I think I've got much more than just 9. Should just go back to the... Maybe not 10, but 5 is good. So, is the talent complete? Because I'm pretty sure these guys need some ale to... Oh, they're working on it. To make the work less of a burden. I don't know what this yellow thing is. It's still there. It's a little bit strange. Maybe it's a bug. Because it's glowing a lot. Even if I'm not clicking on this one. Look at that. Look like smoke. Yellow smoke. But it would be... It could be some illness. Maybe I should just hire a duck in case. A doctor in case. Because it seems to me the walnuts are dangerous. Can I switch to apple maybe? I'm worried that this is going to be attacking my apple supply. Because my apple are just doing great. That's what 1,000 on each one. It's quite good. And there's only one farmer just on this one. And this is the same on this one, but it's not doing it as well, I believe. No, it's not. Maybe I could cut it out and do it back. Some are working on this. So let's go a little bit faster for this thing to be built. Oh, I've got a new laborer, so we will just... Winter should just get rid of this. No illness for this winter. This is moving. I'm going to do that. I cannot handle and to cut it all. Plus I've never been doing that, so we're going to see what happened. It's going to take me a few years to plant trees back. Maybe I should just put a farm here. Remove the orchard and just put a farm. I quite kind of liked to have as many trees just in the middle of the village, but I'm going to ask for a trader so I can just equalize the level of anything. Oh, I need 600 firewood. It's going to empty my reserve, which is maybe not a good idea. I'm going to ask for how much. Oh, I'm going to let it go because it's going to make this guy work. Should be able to make a few before my trader has done his trips. But I think I've got a firewood 50, 40, 50. 40, almost 50. And this one is 21. It's not good. Let's check the other one. TH. Oh, lots. And here, 20. Yeah, there is two houses which are just not good enough. If you consider the number of. He's getting 20 firewood per trip, so it's not going to be done with that. But at least it's going to let me a little bit of time to replenish the storage. Maybe not that much. Halfway. This guy is in trouble. Too much work. He was waiting for some, and there is a lot more than he expected. But we're almost done with winter, so he's going to be able to walk. Oh, helpless thing. We are not going to freeze to death. Almost there. So if a boat just arrives, I will be able to buy the crops. Iron 230 is maybe too much. I'm just going to keep 10 and 20 and a few logs and pretty much all. We'll see. Alright. So when I'm going to increase my population when I've got enough stone. I've got only 2 stone cutter, but I'll need to assign a few more. How many stone do I have? 4. So I've got 2 new students, or maybe 1. I don't remember. So I'm going to put an extra stone cutter. Because we need a lot of stone. This is probably the thing we need the most for now. And maybe with iron, because iron I don't have so much iron too. How much that? 4, okay, didn't see that. So we've got 3 and 3, it's equal. I'm going to stick to that. I'm halfway, and the core is already deep. Oh, we got a sheep which just arrived. What is he bringing with him? Chickens. Could grab a few, but it's going to cost a lot. I don't know. Do I do that? I'm going to give us eggs and all. But I need at least that much. I want to be efficient, because last time I just took 2 on this, it just died. I don't know why. So I need at least 6, I think. So, 5, 5, how much does that do? I just need a few more, let's say, logs. Nah, more than that, 100. Okay, good enough. So now, I need to assign somebody to this. I'm going to remove 1 stone cutter. And I'm going to make an add man of him. I'm just going to go with chicken there. I got 6 and 26. Yep, he's going to do his work. Because earning is very efficient. And in fact, I'll need a few more. And more food. I need 600. No. Come on. I want to be able to be ready. If you want to be ready before the next merchant arrives, I'm going to dismiss this one because he's got nothing else to sell. Except from 2 chickens, but I should be good with 6.